Hi, Venita is on the hot seat today. She talks about childhood and how the absence of her father has affected her in her life today and how she's still trying really hard to forgive him for how hard he was on her growing up. So I want you to listen and tell me what you think about this interview in the comment section.
So let's talk about your upbringing. Where did you grow up? Okay, well, I was born in the UK. Okay. I'm the firstborn of four children. When I was like 4 years old, my mom decided that we were stressing her a little bit too much, and she had to grind at the same time. So she put us on a plane and sent us back home
To Nigeria?
to Nigeria. Yes, to Benin, where I spent the rest of my childhood up until I was 10 years old.
What did your dad feel about your mom shipping all his children to Nigeria?
He was okay with it. I mean, it was cheaper than him getting on a plane because he worked in Nigeria.
Right.
So daddy used to pop up once a month.
Did you hear what she just said? Her dad used to pop up. Like, why would a father be popping up like popcorn? So you can imagine he used to come back once in a while just to discipline them and buy cereals for them. See, fatherhood is not all about money. Sometimes I feel like if you make the whole money and your children don't turn out well or they turn out unhappy, like what's the point of the whole money? So listen, continue listening.
Cocoa Pops, candy. My daughter, you're so sweet. And then,
All right, so I can only imagine you probably started some early schooling here.
yes, I did.
Having to move over, did you struggle a little bit?
Oh, God, if I tell you some stories, you will laugh. Okay,
That's
so
yeah.
in OLA,
Our Lady of Apostles College, Fallout. Renita just gives you a shout out. How about that?
Child, Lady of Apostles.
Wait, Benin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In OLA, I was like the cool kid, like I had my hair long, which you're not really allowed to do. You're supposed to have shorts back on our sides. Everybody was like, oh, cute girl, I want to play with you. So I was the cool girl in primary school over here. But when I went over there, they said I smell funny. They said my nose was too big. And once I accidentally went into the cafeteria and asked the canteen lady for Eba, and the whole class.
We're putting some Nigerian food.
I just thought that's what's like, you just go and just take the food that you want. Because I just saw children taking plates and going.
Yeah.
I didn't know they have they have what you must eat every day. So I'm growing up there expecting to see food that I normally see. And it wasn't
Nigeria.
there.
You see, like Eba is our local food.
Exactly.
Nigerian.
That's
Definitely, they don't really make them in schools in England.
No, they will not make them in any schools in England for a very long time.
So that's what the cultural shock that you went through in the beginning. Talking about, you being teased about your nose and the way you look. Did you face some bullying?
Yeah, absolutely, I did. But then I don't think I dealt with it the best way.
How did you do?
I think I became a bully. I think, yeah, in secondary school, I definitely would say that kind of.
Yes, you probably just got tired of being on the
Right, but that tends to happen with children that are bullied. They then start emulating the person that they think is, the tough person to be. So in secondary school, I was a bit of a little monster.
And this is in England.
Yeah, this is still in England.
And you talk about letting out some tension.
Yes.
You had a lot of anger.
Yes.
In you. Was
Yes.
that from growing up in the hood as well?
Well, no, I think I just wish my dad was around more. Yeah.
Have you ever said that to him?
Yeah.
What hurt you the most about the fact that he wasn't around?
I don't understand why.
At what age did you have the courage to finally speak to him about it?
Ooh, when I spoke to him about it, at the first time, I wouldn't say I spoke. I would say it kind of came out in an outburst.
How did you say it?
We were having a altercation, or he was trying to discipline me, and I just got tired. How can you just discipline me? You don't even understand me. So I just flipped on him back one day, and he just never did it again. Yeah.
When you say flip on him, what did you do?
Okay, so traditionally, as a Nigerian child, we are disciplined in several means, but typically grounding is not one of them. The first one is you would chop koboko. Koboko is like this cane stick. For those of you who don't know,
the rod.
The rod that they use to discipline a child. So my dad is very much into discipline. So he wasn't around much, but he was always around for discipline. So it was like You show up after 6 months and we're being disciplined, and like, no, you can't. At that time, I needed understanding. I didn't need to be disciplined. Yeah.
I mean, most of our parents traditionally do not believe in things like counseling.
No, they really like.
So back then, did your mom see you struggle? Did she know why?
She saw me struggle. She didn't know why. She didn't understand why either, and she also was angry and attacking me too.
I feel like as women, as we grow older, I always say this: the first love a girl should have should be her dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we find out that a lot of us had daddy issues that started to
translate into
other different areas.
There
so
you
in
go.
your case, what areas did you notice that your daddy issues were showing up?
Well, in the process of when I was getting married, we have this thing called introduction.
Yes.
So traditionally, there's an introduction event that happens before an engagement,
yes.
Which you know how that goes.
Yeah.
And then my dad got drunk, which he never really does, and said some things. He started apologizing.
Imagine your dad being drunk on your introduction day before your in-laws. Like, how are they going to see him? That's pretty embarrassing. Listen to what this man said. This is pretty sad and embarrassing.
To me.
For all those years?
Yeah. So that means that you knew all this time.
How did that make you feel?
I was confused, girl. I was like, you want to do this? My in-laws here, you want to say now that you're sorry for all of this? I was like full belly pregnant as well. I was a mess.
I can see.
I was a mess.
I know.
But I was grateful. I needed it. You know?
Which one of the things is he apologized for?
He didn't. He said, sorry guys.
Fine, girl.
He said,
Now I'm being emotional. This made me cry.
out of all my kids, oh God, the child that was the hardest on was you. And I'm sorry for that.
Have you forgiven him?
Almost.
It's a process.
It's a process. Almost.
Yeah.
I'm almost forgiving him.
It's a process. It is.
Yeah, almost. We're working on it. No, it's okay. We are working on
Everyone has
a story, so I don't know who this might help.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm okay.
Yeah. But you said something that is so key, which, this is the conversation between sisters.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And I want you to always remember that, because you said as a parent now, you realize that they didn't have
a clue.
They're doing the best
that they can.
It didn't
Right.
always translate to what was best for us.
Right.
That's
But they tried it. They tried.
Yeah.
And it's not like they just dropped us or abandoned us.
Yeah.
So shout out to mom and dad. I love you.
On that note,
I love you